Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to a different video. Today is very exciting. I am currently in a Winnebago Bolt 4x4 driving from Virginia down to Ocala, Florida. You heard it right. And what's really exciting is I'm not by myself. I am with an RV YouTube superstar, Mr. Andrew Steele.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Andrew, what's going on? What are you doing here?
I hitched a ride with you. I'm out here on the East Coast doing a little bit of RV shopping and touch base with one of my favorite YouTube channels, Matt's RV Reviews. And it's really cool because I was heading from New Jersey to Florida on the same exact day that Matt was heading from Virginia to Florida. So I kind of detoured a little bit, and rather than just going all the way from, I detoured a little bit and hopped in this awesome Winnebago Bolt, which this thing is sweet, by the way. I'm definitely enjoying this ride. And I've got the best chauffeur in the world, right? I got a celebrity chauffeur. I'm winning today.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so it was one of those things. As you guys know, I was up in Virginia recording some videos, and a salesman from Ocala sold this, and so General RV canceled my plane flight, and here we are driving down the road. But nevertheless, that's in another video. This part, us traveling, will be in a vlog. If you haven't checked out my vlog, I will link that to the description below. But Andrew, this video is about you. Who are you?
Oh,
tell everybody, who are you? Who's Andrew Steele?
That's a loaded question right there, buddy. You know, that's something I haven't really thought about in a long time. But I'm a guy that loves RVs, love meeting other cool, like-minded people, entrepreneurs, people that have the same passion for RVs like myself, and then YouTube. I'm basically, I guess I'm a YouTuber now. I wasn't not long ago. It's all kind of new, and Matt's a YouTuber too, and I don't know. I mean, what else?
So for those of you who don't know, Andrew and I, we do a lot of the same stuff. The difference is I review production coaches.
I'll hold that for you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna grab this.
I review production coaches that we sell for General RV, and Andrew, he reviews prevost, newells, high-end coaches. So just want to know first, how'd you start on YouTube?
It's a great question. So my channel was originally called RV Reviews with Andrew Steele, and I'll send you a screenshot of that too to put in the video.
Perfect. You gotta say ding.
Ding.
There you go.
I'm glad for editing. This is why we don't go live, because this is getting chopped. So I was, I owned a mobile detailing business since 2008. I've been, washing and detailing RVs. So I was actually shopping for a motorhome. I wanted to buy a diesel pusher. I had owned an Airstream travel trailer. I owned an old gas Class A, a Furon Covington. You ever heard of that?
I've heard of Covington, yes.
Yeah, Furon 96 gas Class A that I kind of flipped. I bought it. There was a guy living in it that died, and it was like an abandoned vehicle. So, yeah, pretty wild story. Yeah. I bought it for $2,500, and I flipped it, and I made some pretty good money on that. And then I had a big fifth wheel. I had a KZ Inferno toy hauler. And then I had used my parents' Winnebago Brave, the retro kind of deal. But I wanted to buy a diesel pusher for myself. I've been washing all these big, nice diesel pushers, some of the ones like you see Matt review. And what happened was I wanted to educate myself as much as possible before making a huge decision. And I started asking all of my detailing clients, what do you like and what do you not like about your RV? And what are your maintenance expenses, and what's the most expensive problem you have? And my team and I, we were seeing probably 12 RV owners a day, every day, maybe 10 to, washing 10 to 12 RVs. So I was interacting with a lot of RV owners, and a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them were more than happy to let me know their whole story. I mean, they'll spill all the beans. They'll tell you everything. And so my thoughts were, if I could get some of this information to the general public, there's a lot of value here, and I feel like I'd be helping, you know, do good for the world because I'm sharing a lot of great information, saving people a lot of headaches. And that was kind of how it all started. Now, later on, I learned that people are willing to talk to you, but as soon as you put a camera in their face, they shut down. Yep. So the channel changed from RV reviews to RV reviews with Andrew Steele to RVing with Andrew Steele, and that was definitely a game changer. And that kind of opened it up where I could not necessarily just review RVs, but make videos about all kinds of different RV related stuff, and it's just exploded from there. And that's kind of how it all started. A long answer to your question there.
Got it. No, that's pretty cool. So for those of you who don't know, Andrew and I, we really almost started at the same time. Yeah. And our channels have been on the same path and everything, and we linked up early. I was at like 2,000 subscribers, he was at like 4, and you know, we just, it's just crazy to see how we both grown and shared each other.
Big
and
Tony's
everything.
Calling me. You want me to put Big Tony in your vlog?
Yeah, well no, we'll just pause it real quick. We'll pause for Big Tony. Perfect. So yeah, crap, I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Sorry guys, I got a phone call. I messed up this interview. It's all my fault.
No. So we asked how you started your YouTube channel. So
yeah, I went through that kind of like with, you know, reviewing RVs for my customers, and then my detail business, and then now it's kind of growing really quickly.
Right. So what made you start reviewing? So you own a Tiffin Phaeton.
Yep.
What made you start reviewing prevost and newells and pretty much custom coaches?
Well, a couple things. Number one, it's really hard to get access to these coaches, and there was, like, I kind of saw an open lane on YouTube where there weren't very many tours of these prevosts and stuff. And me being in the detail business, you know, over the last 12 years, I've been on the outside of these buses washing them, and I mean, they really are, like, these buses are like $2.5–3 million. So there's a reason why they're so expensive. And like, when you just touch and feel the outsides of them, they're just incredible. But I always wanted to see on the insides of them, and there's just not a lot of stuff out there, because like Matt stuff, like these production motorhomes, they build these and they produce them without having a buyer, where a lot of the Prevosts, or at least a large percentage of them, are custom built. So that person that's going to spend that $2.5–3 million, they agree and they sign up for it before the coach is ever even built. Dang. So they never get advertised because it's already sold. And then those people on that level, they don't even want anyone, like, they don't want anyone to have pictures of their RV. Like, they literally, well, I mean, it's just they're real private people, and they don't really want to show their stuff off. Most of them, a lot of them just, you know, they bought that RV for them, and there's no reason for anyone to take pictures. And then the RV companies, they're not trying to sell these coaches, so it's already sold, so there's no reason to photograph it and spend the money and the time photographing it. So I knew that a lot of people would be like me, and they would want to see what the insides of these RVs look like. And it's just so hard to see inside of a Prevost or a Newell. And one of the ways that I kind of got my foot in the door was I started offering discounts to my detail customers in exchange for letting me run my GoPro through their RV. And one thing I will say about a lot of Prevost owners is they're very money savvy, and they're all a sucker for a good deal.
Well, we're all suckers for a good deal.
We're all a sucker for a good deal. So when I told these guys I could shave $50 or $100 off of their RV bill just to let the detail guy kind of walk through their coach for 10 minutes, they were ready to sign up. So
sign me up.
And it's funny how many of them wouldn't sign up. Like, even they're like, no, they didn't want to save $100, but a lot of them did. And that was something that I'm glad I did, because some of those videos have done really well, where I did give out some discounts on washes and maybe didn't make any money on the wash, made it back on YouTube. So
nice.
Long answer to your question there. That's kind of how I started filming the Prevost and the newells. And the second part to that answer is they're really, really high quality. And I wanted to understand, like, why can you go buy a brand new Newmar Essex for $830,000?
Right, which is top of the line.
Yeah, it's
Newmar.
45 feet, 600 Cummins, Allison 4000 transmission, beautiful coach. How the heck could another 45-foot coach with similar equipment be another $1.5 million more expensive? So one of my first videos that did really well was titled, "Why is a Prevost Marathon coach $1.5 million more than a Newmar Essex?" That video did really good.
Well, that's very long, but very direct, straight to the point title.
yeah, exactly. So, and I just, you know, when you open both basement doors and you start looking at all the little differences, you can see. So that's kind of how I started filming all the high-end stuff.
Crazy. So now what you're doing, you said that you're not doing your detailing business as much anymore, or what are you doing with that?
I had to shut the detail business down completely. It was,
wow.
It was getting really tough, and I was spending more time in YouTube, and the detail business is a tough business. I look at it more of a job. I could make good money if I was out there hustling every day, but I'm in my late 30s, and 10 years ago, I could whip around a coach a lot quicker. There's a reason that professional athletes retire when they get to be in their late 30s, because we just don't move as quickly. So, and just with all this, like, trying to be an employer in this environment, it was just a lot of risk for not a lot of reward. And I got enough, you know, momentum on YouTube where I'm maybe not making as much, or I wasn't making as much, but I think now it's starting to gain some more momentum. And I just really love making these YouTube videos, love seeing all these cool RVs, meeting cool people, traveling the country. I mean, this is living the dream. I just have so much to be thankful for, and this is just a lot to be thankful for. So I've shifted my energy kind of while I had the opportunity, and I'm just making YouTube videos full time, and then I'm doing some consulting as well.
Right, why don't you tell people a little bit about that?
Yeah, just people that want to buy motorhomes, they can schedule a phone call on my website, rvingwithandrewsteele.com, and I can help share as much information as possible. I'm totally unbiased, so a salesperson is only going to be able to tell you so much, where I'm just going to poke holes in anything I see. If someone's trying to rip you off, I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to tell it to you straight, because if you're paying me $100 an hour, that's good enough for me. I'm not trying to make a commission on anything. And I don't make any commissions on any of the RVs that you guys see posted for sale. I have no contracts. Now, so I have been sponsored on some stuff, and some dealers have been nice enough to give me like a little kickback because they ended up selling RVs because of my videos. But on the higher dollar, I mean, $300,000, $400,000 RVs, you know, you could save yourself 50 grand or lose 50 grand, waste 50 grand if you don't make the right decision. So hiring someone like myself that can help you navigate can be very beneficial. And then to go touch, feel, smell. Like, I just looked at a 15-year-old coach in New Jersey.
What was it?
Newell coach.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like, we got the seller down to 270 grand was the lowest that he would go. I consulted my client. Let's walk away from this one with all the stuff that it needed. Walk away.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. So, long answer to your question there, buddy. Yeah.
Nice. So, I got final question. It'll be like a two-part question. Do you ever see yourself getting a coach, upgrading to a higher end, like a Prevost or a Newell? If you do, what would you get? And then finally, what's everybody gonna, how are people gonna find your YouTube channel, and what should they expect if they subscribe to your channel? Putting you on the hot burner.
Yeah. So we have 4 questions. So answer to your first question: is the Pope Catholic? Of course, I'm going to try to. Or does a bear shit in the woods?
Of course, bear shits in the woods.
So and you got to edit that out. I'm sure you.
I got the curse. We got it.
Yeah, no, but that's definitely a goal of mine, to step up. I love these high-end motor coaches. I've got a great Tiffin Phaeton that I need to be thankful for, and I'd probably just use it more and just be more thankful for it. but the problem is I hang around all these high-end coaches, so I definitely have that desire to step it up. Now, now what kind of a coach would I get? I really like the Prevost conversions on the Prevost chassis. So you've got Liberty, Marathon, Millennium, Emerald, Featherlight, all kinds of, not in that order, that's just, I'm randomly just stating them, but, and a Newell coach. I'm really impressed with Newell coach as well. So either a Prevost coach or a Newell coach would probably be the way that I would want to go, just because there's a reason these coaches are $2 million. And if you check out my channel, RVing with Andrew Steele, you'll see some videos where I kind of talk about some of that. So
cool. So yeah, you kind of just answered the final question. Why should people subscribe and what to expect?
Well, you should subscribe. That's a great question.
I mean, obviously they like to watch RV reviews if they're on my channel, right?
Well, yeah, so the goal of my channel is to share as much information as possible, see as many cool RVs as possible, meet as many cool people, lots of different stuff. And like, I recently had a video titled "How Much to Get My Bus Wrapped," where I interviewed a guy in Nashville, Tennessee that wraps all of the tour buses, and you can get your motorhome wrapped for like 10 to 20 grand. So on these older $1 million coaches where the paint job's a little done, I'm always finding people that are specialty services within the industry, and I go to all different dealerships too and meet all different people like Matt, you know, just all different.
You're a nomad.
Yeah. Now I don't really do a lot of stuff with the stuff that Matt does as much. My stuff is more like the custom one-off stuff. We do review some of the same stuff, but for the most part, I deal with like used 10-year-old coaches, the high-end diesel pushers. I do a lot of stuff with Country Coach. That's a company that's no longer in business. So you'll see a lot of stuff on my channel that you may not see on Matt's, just because I kind of go for the real unique kind of one-off custom stuff and a little different niche than what Matt's at. But you know, we're both good dudes. We both have similar philosophies and outlooks on all of this, and it's hard to compete with Matt, though. This guy has definitely set the bar really high. The toilet, and you'll hear me. I give Matt a lot of shout outs because I have a lot of respect for him. This guy is just an incredible guy. He's accomplished a lot at a young age. I can't say enough good stuff about Matt's RV reviews. This guy is the real deal. He's a straight shooter, like no BS. Whether the camera's on or the camera's off, he's a straight shooter. There's no sugarcoating anything. There's no reason to do it, and that's how I like to be as well. So definitely, you know, yeah, if you come check it out, and if you like it, I appreciate anyone that subscribes. And you guys are already on a great channel checking out Matt, so we appreciate all of you guys. So.
Awesome. And to see more Andrew Steele, again, links down in the description below. I will have a link to his channel. Also, make sure you subscribe to our vlog, and Andrew is going to be on episode 6, I believe that it is. So you guys will see that from the time in about a month from now, from when you're watching this video.
Wait, hold on. Before we're done.
Yeah.
Now is your vlog channel a separate channel?
I think it's, well, as of like right this second, no.
Okay.
But I'm still thinking, I'll decide by Sunday. I believe I'm going to put it as a separate channel. I'm not 100% sure, but yes. Okay. So actually, I'm gonna have like 3 or 4 channels.
See, I watched your vlog on your Matt's RV Reviews channel, so I had to clarify because I'm a big fan of Matt's RV Reviews as well. But so right now the vlog, his first vlog is on his Matt's RV Reviews channel,
main channel, yeah.
And we're not sure exactly where those videos are going to be, but Matt will make sure to follow Matt, and he'll let you know where.
My mind changes every minute. Sometimes I think I should do it here, sometimes there. I'm not sure, but what I do know is, when I know, you'll know. Join us on Facebook at Club Art Deco. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thanks for coming along for the ride. And we're on our way to Florida.
All right. Thanks, Matt. Thank all you guys. I hope you're all having a great day.